gay rights, gay marriage, or even just marriage in general, or even just rights. Here's what I have to say about it. Gay marriage is something that shouldn't be voted on. It should be legal by default. It should be allowed by default. The government should stay out of marriage. Why shouldn't it be voted on? Well, here's why. It's a double-edged sword, meaning it's bad in both of the prescribed following ways. You see, if you vote against gay marriage, you're basically saying this consensual couple that wants to marry has to go through me to get married. My vote counts collectively, and we are the ones that say, no, this can't happen. We're having, in the vote process, the process is having strangers decide whether other strangers can get married or not, and that's just unacceptable. And if you vote for gay marriage, that's bad too, because basically a consensual couple I just mentioned needs your permission to get married. It's like, my vote counts collectively too. It's the pro-gay marriage people against the anti-gay marriage people. We say this marriage ought to happen. But that's the gay couple needing your position married. You know, you need to vote on their rights, their personal business, for it to happen. And that's just insane. I mean, they shouldn't need anyone's permission to get married. It's once again, it's strangers deciding whether other strangers get married or not. It's strangers deciding that others should be able to get married. This isn't something to be voted on. This is just something to allow to the consensual couple. This is something to leave the government out of. So, you know, just let people do what they want with their lives together. Also, gay rights. Gays should also have the right to have gay sex, of course. Shouldn't be, you know, anti-sodomy laws. I don't see how you'd be able to enforce that anyways, and it's just wrong. Privacy invasion, rights invasion, all that. Also, there have been bosses that have fired people once they found out they were gay in a job. Gay. They found out their employee was gay, and they fired them for it. Not gay in a job as in, being, having that sexual deviance going on in a job. No, of course not. I'm talking about, they're just gay. That's their orientation. And they happen to be working at a company. That company finds out somehow, some way, and they decide they're fired. And I think that's bullshit. It's not practical, for one thing. Do you need someone to be gay? Do you need someone to be able to do the job and be straight, or do you just need someone to do the job? And in reality, you just need someone to do the job. Plus, it's kind of disrespectful. They were doing good work, I assume, and then you just fire them just because you find out their orientation, their personal business. You agreed to hire them and pay them a certain amount, and now you're firing them just because you found out something about them. Something that was supposed to be secret. At least if they decided so, and you found out and said, hey, I don't like this guy working for me. He's gay. He's fired. You're fired. And that's ridiculous. So yes, I agree with gay rights. I think in general marriage rights should allow polygamy too. One person get married to multiple people at a time. I don't see why that should be the government's business either. It's a marriage. Like any marriage, things can go wrong. So why legalize that one either? Also, rights in general. I already discussed the right to own a gun and the right to put what you want in your body. How about, for all rights, we just say the government should stay out of? it makes sense to leave government out of the Second Amendment because, you know, own whatever weapon you want. At least guns. At least guns. At most any weapon. Including nukes. Well, you know, at least protects guns. We know that. Like to put what you want in your body? Yeah, I mean, we don't need the government to get involved in that. It's called the war on drugs, which hasn't worked. And even if it did, would it be right? No, it wouldn't. Right to privacy, of course. You should have that. No quartering troops in your house, of course not. Of course you shouldn't have to do that. So, I guess in a sense, the very definition such existence for rights means, hey, the government stays out of this, stays out of your existence, stays out of your lives. So, we shouldn't really regulate these rights. I mean, they truly are rights after all, right? You know? So, that's my stance. Benjamin Franklin said, Benjamin Franklin once said, he who is willing to give up liberties for security deserve neither and will get neither. And he's right. You will get neither. Because you gave up your liberty. You don't get that right off the bat. And security? Well, the government's just taking away your rights to, I don't know, oppress you. Saying it's for your safety, security, it's just leverage. It's just leverage, people. It's not like, it's not a good means to an end, it's leverage. So keep your liberties, and don't give them up for anything. How about that? How about that? So, that's all I got to say for this.